Alright, so I'm going to show you a pretty cool trick that you can do with any solar generator. This here is a AC 200p Bluetti, and it's about going on 5 o'clock, and we're not bringing in much power, maybe about 33 watts of power from solar, so the amount of solar power we're getting right now is minimal. This is the setup I have. We've got 4 lithium iron phosphate batteries. These are 24 volt Battleborns. So we've got a 100 amp hour battery bank. We have a Victron Quattro 48 volt 300 watt inverter. We've got our main electrical panel, and as you've seen, the solar charge controller. So what we're gonna do, you may be asking, why do I even have a solar generator if I have a battery bank? Well, that doesn't even make sense, right? But it does, because think about it. I can take this solar generator anywhere on the property, and if I need to use a power tool, if I need to charge, like a little mower battery, whatever I need to do, I can do it anywhere on the property with this. With this system, I would have to run a hard line out somewhere and or use an extension cord. So that's inconvenient. So this gives you the convenience of being able to have 2,000 watts of power anywhere. So that's reason enough. But what I can do if I need to, in either an emergency situation or just if I want a little bit extra battery, I can kind of, in a way, connect this portable system to my main system. So that's what I'm going to show you. But before I do that, let's take a quick look at the state of charge of the system right now. So just hold on. All right, this is the battery monitor. We're at 95% state of charge, and we're using about 300 watts net. So now let's go back, and I'm going to show you how we can bring this actually back up to 100% with the Bluetti. Hold on just a second. Okay, so we're back. Now the main thing to know here is that this Victron Quattro has 2 AC ins, and we're going to be using one of them. You can see I've got this extension cord apparatus here wired into the AC in of this Victron Quattro. Now obviously it'd be better if I had a switch. This is kind of rigged up, isn't maybe the best long term. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the Bluetti. That is, I'm going to take this black extension cord and I'm going to plug it into the output, AC output of the Bluetti. And then I'm going to take the other end and we're going to plug it to the AC in of the Victron Quattro. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So now what I've done, I've turned the AC output on the Bluetti. We've got it plugged in right there. We're gonna follow that line. See the red light, there's power. And it's actually going into the inverter. All right. Now you can see we have another light on here. We have this charger section on. So we've got mains on with the charger and we're in bulk. Notice the inverter light has gone off. So what is happening right now, the Bluetti is sending power to the Quattro. The Quattro has a transfer switch and is sending that power to essentially to the breaker box and to the rest of the home. In addition to that, we're in bulk, so the system is being charged. So not only are we passing power through the Quattro to our household electricity, but we are also charging the batteries. So instead of having to plug in everything I have directly into the Bluetti, I can just use all the outlets as they are. So that's a pretty cool thing. And not only that, but I'm recharging the batteries at the same time. So let's now go back to the battery monitor and see what's happening. Okay, so we're back in the battery monitor. As you can see, we're at 96%, and if we look under power, we're sending about 1,035 watts net power to the batteries. Now the Bluetti is producing additional power that is being transferred to the rest of the home. So the Bluetti is saying somewhere around 1,600 watts output. And so some of that is not only just going to the batteries, as we can see here, but is going to the rest of the loads. Now, something to keep in mind, this is somewhat inefficient process, as some of you are probably thinking, right? Because we have the solar generator, which is taking its battery power, inverting it, sending AC power to the Quattro, and then the Quattro is reconverting that power to charge the batteries. So we definitely have some efficiency losses there, but it's still a pretty cool trick, and it's like having additional battery power in your system that is portable, that you can also use anywhere on your property. So if you do have an off-grid system, there's still plenty of reasons to have a solar generator. And I think this is a cool trick that hopefully will help some of you. All right, I think that about covers it. Let's just take one more look at the system, and that'll be it. So that's about it. As you can see, the Bluetti is discharging right now. It's still sending power to the system. You can hear the fan going on this, you can hear the fan going on that, and all the power is on. And as you can see, we are not inverting, we are just using the Bluetti. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any comments, anything you'd like to add to the discussion, please do so. Thank you for watching.